Chapter 8, Guy Talk. Victor Boyd was spending time together with his brother-in-law, Lucas Woods, at Desmond Sports Bar downtown. They were there to watch the NFL game and to spend quality guy time away from the ladies. They loved their wives, however, it was nice to hang out with just the guys sometimes. Lucas's friend Miguel was also with them, and they were just kicking it back, shooting the shit, and getting drunk in the process. Victor and Lucas became best friends quickly. Even though they met through their wives, both had developed a real bond with each other. The game was at halftime, so Victor decided this was the best time to break the good news to his friends.
Guess what, guys?
Victor asked excitedly. Lucas and Miguel turned around and looked at him expectantly.
Well, spit it out.
Miguel laughs.
Teresa and I are having a baby.
Victor reveals excitedly. Lucas claps him on the back.
Congratulations, brother-in-law. I just got back in town and you give me some great news.
He says happily.
Do you know whether you're having a boy or a girl?
Miguel shook Victor's hand, congratulating him as well, and spoke.
Yes, and blessings. Hopefully you have a healthy baby.
Victor beamed at his friends proudly. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a couple of fine Cuban cigars.
I want to thank you guys so much for sharing this moment with me.
He said.
I know handing out cigars is an old-fashioned thing. However, I couldn't think of any better friends to share this good news with by smoking a cigar.
He said warmly.
Awesome.
Lucas says.
Don't worry about being old-fashioned, Vic. We love presents.
He said, lighting up the cigar.
Yeah, wow, Victor, these are amazing.
Miguel lit his cigar well and was soon puffing away at it like a 1940 gangster.
Where's your cigar?
Lucas demanded to know.
Well, I don't really like to smoke, and cigars make my head spin.
Victor admitted. Lucas chuckled.
Oh, well, have another drink then. On you.
Victor and Miguel laughed.
That I can do.
Victor said.
To join in the spirit of things, I'll have an old-fashioned.
He said, signaling the bartender.
We shall have the same.
Miguel added.
Barkeep.
Lucas yelled.
A round of old-fashions, please. On this father-to-be, please.
The bartender offered his congratulations to Victor as he passed their drinks to the group.
Also, Lucas, to answer your earlier question, the gender of the baby doesn't really matter to us. We just want the baby to be happy and healthy.
Victor said.
I'm sure the baby will be just fine.
Lucas said breezily.
You have, say, 7 more months where you can get away with being irresponsible?
Lucas asked, calculating.
Why not use that time to cram in as much fun as you can before you have to be all fatherly?
He chuckled.
Right.
Victor said wryly.
I'm the epitome of carelessness and fun.
He said, rolling his eyes. Miguel and Lucas both burst into laughter because Victor was usually a profoundly serious and responsible person. He only let his guard down around people with whom he was comfortable. Lucas was happy about how his sister-in-law had helped Victor come out of his shell. He seemed mostly relaxed and at ease around others now. Lucas playfully punched Victor in the shoulder.
Of course, you're Victor Boyd, a resident party machine.
He joked.
What else is going on in that crazy world of yours?
He asked lightly. To his surprise, Victor's face fell.
What?
Lucas asked, concerned.
Actually, there is something quite unfortunate happening at work.
Victor confessed. Both men leaned in to listen. It was exceedingly rare for Victor to share his troubles like this, so the matter must have been serious.
There's a situation happening with a coworker.
Victor continued. Miguel frowned.
What kind of situation?
He asked curiously.
I hope you're not cheating on your wife.
He said threateningly. Victor was taken aback.
What? God, no.
he said, stunned.
I love my wife.
He shook his head.
Actually, it's the coworker who keeps hitting on me. It's making things super uncomfortable at work, and I'm not sure how much more of it I can take. I'm afraid I'll have to do something drastic to stop it, which I don't really want to do.
He said, upset.
Oh my God.
Lucas said,
What is she doing?
asked Miguel. Victor shrugged.
It started off small. I noted that she would always find ways to sit next to me during meetings or bump into me in the hallways.
He said, remembering.
Then she started making these really suggestive comments, loaded with innuendo.
Victor frowned.
I didn't really know what to make of it because initially I wasn't even sure if she was flirting or just saying stuff that I was misreading.
He said,
I guess I hoped I was misreading the situation because she never said anything directly.
he said, taking a sip of his drink. Miguel sighed.
Then, what happened?
He asked. Victor leaned back against the counter of the bar.
Man, I guess it was my fault. Because I misunderstood her intentions, I should have told her to back off sooner.
He said miserably.
I guess because I didn't say anything to her, she became bolder, mistaking my silence for interest.
He said,
Now she brushes up against me whenever she's near and openly starts hinting how good we be together.
he said,
Just yesterday, she said that she bet she could show me things my wife would never dream of doing with me.
he said, disgusted.
Bro,
Lucas exclaimed.
does Teresa know about this?
He asked.
I don't think she does because this chick is still breathing.
He laughed, thinking about his feisty sister-in-law.
Oh, hell no.
Victor quickly replied.
She'd claw her eyes out, and I don't want her getting into a cat fight with this woman. What if the baby gets hurt in the process?
Victor's eyes were full of concern. Miguel nodded.
Well, there's only one thing you can do, Victor.
He said.
Fire her ass as soon as possible before this shit escalates.
He said. Victor sighed.
She's a single mother, so I was hoping that it would be a last resort, but I fear it would eventually come to that.
He said.
I told myself that if she tries anything one more time, I'd fire her.
He said glumly.
Anyway,
He said, changing the topic.
fuck that. Lucas, how is everything going with you and Judy?
Now it was Lucas's turn to look glum.
Man, it's the same old shit. I feel like we've been having the same fight forever.
What? About the money?
Victor asked.
Yeah.
Lucas said.
She keeps insisting that she wants to use our savings money to start a business with her friend Hannah.
Lucas told him.
However, we need to get a bigger place to live before spending that money on a business.
He sighed.
Besides, her business idea might not even pan out.
He confessed.
Well, yeah, you can't start a family in that one-bedroom studio of yours.
Victor said. Miguel nodded.
You have to stick to your guns in that situation, Lucas.
Miguel advised.
Believe me, my mind's made up. You think I enjoy leaving my wife for weeks at a time?
Lucas asked, frustrated.
But after this next business trip, we will have enough money for a down payment on a house and enough left over to help her to start her business.
He sighed.
That sounds great, Lucas. Did you tell her the good news?
Victor asked. Lucas shook his head.
I didn't tell her exactly how much this business deal is worth. I wanted it to be a surprise. I'm going to tell her when I return from this business trip. I need to close the deal first.
Lucas said. Miguel nodded.
That's a great idea.
He said encouragingly.
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Now let's talk about you and Judy making us uncles one day.
He chuckled.
I think I would like another one of these cigars sometime soon.
Miguel joked.
What is the holdup, Lucas? Are all your tiny soldiers marching in a straight line or what?
He patted Lucas on the back. Lucas frowned.
There's nothing wrong with her or me. Believe me, we try daily when I'm home. It just isn't time for us to start a family yet.
He said. Victor looked sympathetic.
After this last business trip, everything will work out in the baby department for you.
He said reassuringly.
My baby is going to need someone to play with soon.
Said Victor. Lucas looked at Victor gratefully.
So Judy and I are sticking to her original plan to start buying a house first. We can then start a family after that, whether she likes it or not. I'm getting tired of traveling for work. I want to be home with my woman. However, everyone wasn't born rich like you, Victor.
He said snidely. Victor smiled.
Wow. Leave me and my family fortune out of this conversation, or the next round of drinks, you will have to pay for yourself, brother-in-law.
He said politely but firmly. Miguel laughed.
Victor, on behalf of my friend Lucas, we both apologize.
He said calmly. Getting up, he tapped the bar counter.
Now, let's order some drinks before Victor changes his mind about paying our bathtub.
Oh yeah. Look, the game's back on.
Lucas said.
Fine, you sons of bitches.
Victor laughed.
Apology accepted.
He said. The boys turned their attention to the game.
Just look at that idiot fumble.
Victor fumed. Soon the men were watching the game with rapt attention. Their earlier argument forgot.
If you had fun or picked up anything from this episode, please assist by hitting the like, subscribe, and notification buttons. You can also comment and share our content. These small things really help our channel and means a lot to us. Also, special thanks to our Patreon supporters. You guys are the heartbeat of this channel, and we can't thank you enough for being so generous. If you'd like to join our Patreon community, please click on the link below. You can contribute as little as $5 per month. You can get all kinds of perks. You can even buy merchandise of your favorite characters at our shop store. Click on the link provided below. That's going to do it for now. Until next time, remember you are cherished by us, so be kind and know that we consider you as family.